Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Bow right on Amaru TV, man. Make sure y'all get ready, man. This interview is popping. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Cash money, young money. You don't want to miss it, neither. You know how it's going down.
So, Bow.
Yeah.
Oh, man, quick chat.
What's popping? What's popping?
How's your day been so far?
You know, busy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm
used to you about the song you have with Chris Brown. You seem to be, when that whole situation with Chris Brown happened, you seem to be the first person to really stand next to Chris Brown and support him. Describe to me what kind of relationship you have with Chris Brown.
Yeah, we brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? We brothers, you know. It's not just about records or selling records or making movies or talking business. We really homies. You know what I'm saying? I think we just probably the two of the youngest, realest dudes. And when I say realest, I mean the most down-to-earth guys in the game, you know. And we just clicked, man. You know, ever since the first tour, his first tour ever was my tour that, you know, he toured me on. And then, of course, we did another tour together. So, you know, we just clicked since day one, man, and we forever stay tight. I'm a very loyal person, so no matter what you're going through in life, if I'm your homie and we brothers, I mean, I'm gonna stick with you. You know, I'm gonna ride with you, and that's just how we get in.
Now, looking at your start in the game, it's almost like, you know, like the Truman Show, you know, like you lived your life in front of the camera, so, like, you're only 23, right?
Yeah.
How, you're not living a life that no one else has done before. Like, how do you keep your focus, you know, going through all the pressures and growing up as a man in front of the TV and everything like that?
It's just like this room I'm in. You know, I feel like I'm in a box and I can't see nobody nor hear nobody. And, you know what I mean? And it's just me and my mind and my work ethic and the goal and the task at hand. I see nothing but the top. I think if you got that vision and you see that, then nothing really can affect you, because I really do be feeling like I'm in my own wall. Like, you know, I got it mapped out.
So money aside, fame aside, in your heart, do you feel that people give you the respect due? Because you're a pioneer. No one's done what you've done before.
No, they don't.
Well, why is that? Why is that?
Because they still caught up in the past, and that's how a lot of people don't even make it through life because they be so stuck on stuff that didn't happen 10 years ago in their life, 8 years ago in their life. And they be so stuck on that they can't move on. So therefore, you being held in a position. You ain't even giving your mind or a chance to explore and venture out. And I think that's why. I ain't the same. Nobody was the same when they was little to suppose to now. You know what I mean? And I thought in a million years I could never outgrow like in wrestling. I swear to God, I was like, impossible. I don't even watch that shit. So it's just like, people grow up and you become different through walks of life and phases through life. I feel like now, yeah, I will, because now I'm grown. So now as I'm walking through life, I'm learning more. I'm making records that people can now relate to, whether it's been stuff on the G2 and the G3, you know, in the mixtapes that I put out with It Will, in the videos I put out on YouTube. They see the content, the delivery is different, more lyrical, more aggressive. So they seeing the progression, and that's what I want them to see. You know what I'm saying? Because today Bad was different from yesterday's Bad. And once they see that, and the way you do it is through music.
So we putting out hot record with Young Money. You were big enough as a brand to go it alone. So why partner with them? Yeah,
well, I'm Cash Money. I signed to Cash Money Records. But you know, it's YMC and Beto. You know what I mean? Young Money, Cash Money to the fullest. We all under the same umbrella. And really, it was just about, you know, because, you know, we all legends in our own right. Everybody stands alone. And I think that when people say it's click up, it's just a power. It's power. You know what I mean? You got Birdman. You know, he's like the boss. He stands on his own. He's the stunner. You got Nicki. She's the first lady. You got Drizzy. You know what I mean? The hottest new rapper. You got Wayne. He's the rock star. You know, the best rapper, you know, in the game. You know, so, quote speaking. Then you got myself, who I'm the actor and the rapper. I'm just a triple threat. And I sell out arenas on my own. Lil Wayne can sell out arenas on his own. And, you know, Drizzy just did his own tour. Nicki's going on her first tour. So it's kind of like we all are iconic in our own way. And then you got Tiger, who was on the come up. Then you got everybody else just coming. So it's dope, you know what I mean? And with me, I wanted to be in business with people who I knew, who were friends, I respected, I trusted, who had the knowledge for the game, and knew how to pump my music to my fans. Because that was the only issue with Columbia, was that as an older label, not getting younger, in this day and age, in this generation of hip-hop, you're going to miss out. And I knew I had to make a move. And Stunner reached out. And, you know, I was close to signing with Atlantic. You know what I'm saying? But I was just nervous about being with another major, a corporate major. Again, going through what I went through with Columbia. And I thought about it and I was like, man, I gotta go rock with my homies. And it was done. Shit ain't like Stunner ain't got the paper, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? So, it's, you know what I mean? So, it was all good. It was all love.
So, in closing, tell me about the process in making this album and how it differs from your previous efforts.
One thing I heard Wayne say that was very true is I don't go in the studio and make an album. You know, you just record. And that naturally just happened. Just being signed to the label is you just record. You know, you just never stop recording. And you'll look up one day and be like, yo, I got 500 records in my iTunes library, and you can take, now you got 10 albums. So it's like you just never stop recording. That's something I do. I just never stop recording. And then once I feel like I got it, I got a strong 12. Let's go.